Alright, that's one practice round down. It should be my ritual, more or less, to do a practice round every chance I get right before the, liberation rites, at the very least. Hopefully. Whew. Let's make it count, right? I've already checked with you, haven't I? Right, yeah. Let's get in there. Once more you have gained the fall of Solium, where one among you may go free. But first, you shall have to prevail against the fate in the liberation rite. Reader, your companions are gathered there, under the fall. They shall be counting on you. Indeed. As the cycle of the rites turns ever faster, so too is our plan set in motion. My agents in the Commonwealth are beginning to cause a bit of a stir out there, and word has reached high places that the rites are ending. This is our chance, though let us not despair, should victory elude us here. We shall make the most of whatever the scribes may have in store for us. That is to say, good luck, my boy. It's time. Ah, there's so many of them. What's this new one? Adversaries' Pyre shall recover up to +5 every time they douse your Pyre. Jeez. Star of the Ash Titan, once worded by 8 scribes in Black Basin. Dullness the Locket. The goal is still to win, but I chose an adversary where them losing wouldn't be as bad as last time.
Once more, the Nightwings gain the summit of the sacred Mount Jodariel to conduct the Liberation Rite. Even as the stars themselves abandon you. Make good upon these final opportunities, reader. This glorious age-old tradition coming to an end upon your watch. I trust the fate your adversaries shall not throw away this chance. Choose now who may go free, should they unfortunately fail.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur, the pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the fate, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. The bent old cur Dalbert steps forward and struggles for a moment with his mask. Greetings, good heralds. I am called Dalbert Oldheart. It is the greatest honor of my years to stand upon this sacred site, upon which the 8 scribes first anointed these glorious proceedings. Nightwings, we are honored to be in your presence once more. Father, they are our adversaries, not our hosts. We need not be so gentle with them. They shall do their utmost to keep you from your freedom. Dalbert, your son speaks out of turn. Control him. My sincerest apologies for his unnecessary outburst. Almer, please. We have worked toward this opportunity, and we must make the most of it. He puts his mask back on. My son and I stand ready to begin. Simple enough group: Cur, Outcast, and Bat. What do they call it? Damn it. I've got so many names to keep track of sometimes. Nightwings, your decision. On whose behalf shall you conduct the liberation rite? Reader, I would ask you to choose wisely, but I am sure you know no other way. And you, prepare your song, Tariq. Of course, Celeste.
Whom do you intend to liberate?
Right, because Celeste and Tariq are... Right. Darren Korb and... Is it Ashley something? The 2 vocalists that have been in the last 2 games. They're actually physically playing as those 2 they're represented as those 2 characters. My options are Faye, Jodariel, and Bertrude as expected. Because I rocketed Bertrude into one of my top experienced characters pretty quickly. Okay, Jodariel. Dare I? You know what, I was going with I was playing around with this in my thing, the bear's aura. It's interesting because it does mean that you can. It does mean that their aura stays around when she is carrying the orb, which is interesting because it allows her to move forward while holding the orb. And if I'm careful, I can dash around and I can catch people midway. Very mixed responses though. One of the things is I can't cast my aura. I thought it meant that I can't cast the aura when the orb is there, but no, I can't cast it ever. So that's a little rough. But it's interesting. I might stick with it still.
Jodariel,
if that is your wish.
who shall lend her support?
The scribes are watching over us, especially you, Mr. Jodariel.
Bertrude.
Then, we shall do what is within our power for that one.
The choice is cast.
We give thanks to have this opportunity to face you, O Nightwings. Now, let us strive to our fullest capability, with honor and with grace. Save your strength for the Rite, Father, and for the voyage home, let this be our final battle against them. I mean, it probably will be. At least our last liberation battle.
Commence.
Oh, so close. Oh, Jesus. That was not good. Oh, I ran out of jumping stamina. Whoops. That was also a bad call. Infinite stamina. Make it count. Oh, ow. That rapid movement they have. There we go. Nope, didn't get him in time. Weird, no one's scored yet. Holy crap. Gotcha. God, Richard's great. You can do this, Almer. I believe in you, and so do the scribes. Wait, what? What is this? What are you talking about? This is a liberation, right? What are you doing? Faye pulls out her mask. I think you are my friend, Almer, and so I am hoping for the best for you. And for your father. He believes in you, and so do I. But we have to do our very best as well, and I know we cannot all prevail, only the Fate or the Nightwings, but not both. Not both. Almer looks on in stunned silence. The outburst seems to have disarmed everyone. We all have to do our very best, and then the scribes, they're going to watch over us and make everything okay. You'll see, Almer, you'll see. She puts on her mask back on as the liberation rite continues. Whether her words flustered your adversaries or emboldened them, you cannot tell. It's an acknowledgement of how this can't... ow. Someone has to win, but we don't have to be enemies. Even though we have to be enemies. It's a contradiction of sorts. Ah, crap. Uh-oh. Damn. There goes Dalbert. Whoop. Oh, that explosion was gargantuan. How are you missing me? Wow. Oh crap, you got me.
Now take it.
Nope. Wow. They're good at... They're... Oh.
No sign of the Fate for now.
Wow, Jodariel got a point.
Jodariel doused the adversaries' flames.
Hear us now. O noble Jomoer. For we beseech you, surely we cannot prevail without your aid. If ever you have heard my prayers, I beg of you, please smile upon us now. Whether from his prayers, the scribes, or simply from Dalbert's resolve, something comes over your fellow exiles here. If they are banished now, they shall not soon return. Oh, shit. Is it minus hope?
Such a struggle it must be for poor old Dalbert and his witless son.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Wow, that's a huge punishment.
A nearly negligible effort.
Over 20 seconds. How long does that last? It's still going? Holy crap. Nope. Nope. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Is it still going to be that long? How long does that last for? That's huge.
It was dangerously close.
No, go to her. There we go. Oh, damn it. No. Gotta be super careful with these long-ass respawns. Got him.
They did it.
That heals our side.
The Nightwings now are closer to achieving victory.
When does the giant punishment go away? Because damn, it's really big. Get in.
And there it is
Ah.
at last.
Still won.
The Nightwings proved their worth. Rather convincingly, I must admit.
That morale crusher was a nasty surprise.
The liberation rite. And thus, the scribes have chosen the exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. Her adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Draw some feeling.
Alas, my son, once more it seems that I have failed you. Father, wait. What good is freedom to us anyway, if we would be apart? Reasonable question. They can only get freed one at a time. That's like their entire bond. After all this time, she turns her gaze towards the rest of you. I never thought this day would come. I have all of you to thank for this, for doing this for me. The life that I recall back in the Commonwealth was at times difficult, and I am much older now. I know not what I shall find on my return. However, I know this. If that place still is like the Commonwealth I left so long ago, then I shall strive to make it better, for as long as I retain my strength and breath. You sense her smile faintly as she disappears into the shimmer pool, though you can still hear her voice, though faintly now. Farewell then, reader, all of you, for now. Jodariel has earned back her freedom. May she return in glory.
Godspeed, Captain Jodariel. The 8 scribes are watching from afar. By their grace, may the cycle of the rites keep turning for as long as possible.
Ooh, she's getting right up there. She's gonna be really effective when I can turn off the part where she has a crappy delay every time she jumps. That's what keeps getting me, is I have that infinite stamina, I sprint all the way into the enemy base, I'm like, I got this, I'm open. Then I'm like, all I have to do is jump over that guy's aura, and then I hit the jump button, I'm like, oh, crap. She takes like an eternity to jump.
Until the turning of the stars, farewell.
Father, wait! Calm yourself, my son. The liberation rite has ended. But no! How can you be so calm, even now, after what happened? Did you strive this night with all your heart, Almer? Yes! But it was not enough. It was not enough. No, my son, it was enough. It was more than enough. Father? You prevailed in the liberation rite against the fate. Already does the Black Wagon feel quieter than usual without Jodariel, who returned to the Commonwealth. You overhear some of your companions reflecting on this. I think I learned so much from her, didn't I? We shall make do without her here. You wonder who, if anyone, among you shall be the next to go. We have but few such liberation rites remaining. Exactly how many I do not wish to speculate about as yet, until such time as we can better say for certain. Under no circumstances would I suggest this ideal, however, it is opportunity enough that our plan may as yet succeed. 59%, going a little higher now. Hopefully it works out with Jodariel. She's got to be great for that, right? Although, all these setbacks, I fear... Wolford trails off and fails silent. Some of the others exchange looks. They are beginning to understand. With the rite soon ending, everything which Wolford has sought, both on his own for many years and now with all of you, all of it may have been in vain. The hush spreads to the others. But not to you. You then proceed to do something that none of them seem to expect. You raise your voice. Each of your fellow exiles turns to you, their expressions asking you a question with no easy answer. What are we going to do? As you meet Faye's gaze, the words for the occasion begin to crystallize in your mind. You are searching to find the right words, as all your fellow exiles are looking to you now. Interact to gather your thoughts. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's really interesting. Okay, so let's try this. You can say that you tell them that you all have, we can change it here. You can say that you all have stood together after time throughout this quest and are now poised to seize upon a glorious opportunity. And think only a hollow fool will turn back now. You tell them you're not going to mince words with anyone here. You tell them you have struggled to have come this far across the downside. You tell them you have all stood together time after time throughout this quest. Let's talk about unity, standing together. Now poised to seize glorious opportunity. Only a hollow fool will turn back. Those are the only options. Ah. There's only so many options here. Jeez, you could go full pessimist here, can't you? I'm going to say you tell them that you all stood together time after time throughout this quest and are now poised to seize upon a glorious opportunity. Keep trying, okay. Path freedom is laid bare before you all. True freedom is not waiting for you in the Commonwealth. None of you pursue this quest with any guarantees. A lot of pessimistic options here. This inspires confidence in the plan at the very least. Your path to freedom still is laid bare before you all. True freedom is not waiting for you in the Commonwealth. So it's talking about the plan and being the path to freedom as opposed to actually being the person who gets liberated. Meanwhile, the stars are shining on for you. a 3-part sentence? Yeah. Few options here. There's a lot of options here, actually. I'm gonna go with the Commonwealth is already in upheaval. Its troubles are only beginning. The injustices committed on the other side cannot continue. A lot of options. Is that also a 3-part statement again? Yes, it is. Okay. You all stand poised to ensure that the world you leave behind for your loved ones, for each other, is a world worth living in. Well, okay, here we go again. Another 3-parter. That's too... I think that's too accusatory at that point. If you can believe any of this, then believe, above all, in each other. Trust that you may yet prevail together. After a brief period of reflection, you share one last sentiment with the group. Wow, there's a lot of options here. The people of the Commonwealth need us as we need one another. Then you join the others in silence. Thus do you remain together with your thoughts. No one speaks for a time, but then... You truly believe that your Commonwealth can change its ways then, reader darling? I suppose that I may yet come to believe it too. Thou wouldst dare to change this ancient world, reading one. And yet thy words are tinged with certain truths. Tizo vows to stand with you no matter where your quest shall lead. May long the stars remain a light for you, reader sir. All the while Volfred remains watching you intently. Then his expression softens, and he smiles. You are right, of course, my boy. When we are the Nightwings, it is precisely as you said. The people of the Commonwealth need us, as we need one another. Lead us, then, reader, to the end of our quest, and the dawn of our new age for all of our kin. Everyone, for the Nightwings. Everyone responds in kind. They stand with you, no matter what. They await the outcome of your vision of the stars, which burn with renewed fury, because now, the last rites beckon. Everyone gets +1 hope. Damn. Neat. Oh, I wonder if different conversation paths will lead to different stats, or if it was a pass-fail of, like, a successful... You either successfully instill hope or you don't. Curious. People of the Commonwealth need us. The stars above now burn with what appears to be a desperate fury, many more of them than usual. Oh, we look upon our path. There is no resting period now. Was that 6 options out of 8? The stars they had scribed, they shine together now as one. The lone minstrel draws breath as though surprised by what he sees. He backs away and then averts his eyes. This is another sign the rites are soon to cease. Few chances yet remain to confront the adversaries you have met during your journey. So there it goes. Fate was diminished down to the very bottom, along with the tempers and the withdrawn. We now deal with the dissidents, the accusers, the pyre hearts, and chastity. Where does it say 2 rights till next liberation? So we're down to 2 again. It may be in my best interest to lose the dissidents just to pump them up a little bit more, so we don't have to deal with chastity and pyre hearts winning. Although given this list, it's really not that bad of a list anymore. We have a coward, a renegade, kind of just an asshole, and then this guy that seems to be corrupt or something. He's probably a bad person to let go over, but I've already stopped the withdrawn, and I've already failed to the essence, so some of the pressure's kind of off at this point. Okay. How many of them are currently available? Is it really all of them? There's you. I was a little surprised when Pamitha didn't react to Jodariel going free. Just seems slightly weird. Yeah, so they're not all available. Just a few of them. Yep. I never did get to see the reaction when I met with, what's his name? Barker. I tried to meet up with Barker to see if he might react to Ruki going free, and instead, we got interrupted by a surprise antagonistic group that destroyed me rather decisively. Whew. The stars revealed to you a path towards Nest of Trieste, where the rite shall soon continue. Come morning, your travels shall continue. For now, everyone needs rest. It's weird not going to that forest again. After the liberation of Jodariel, you find the lone minstrel back in the wagon, looking as though no such thing has just occurred this night. You think you see him tilt his head as you approach. Some words of congratulations are in order for this evening, I should think, reader, and so, congratulations on prevailing in the liberation rite. Surely Jodariel shall be most grateful, and her safe return unto your commonwealth ought to benefit the plan into which you all now play a part. As for your adversaries of the fate, this have been a bitter loss for them and Dalbert, although you must have known their chance was far from certain. Thus shall we all await the next turn of the cycle of the rites. Celeste and I are to return to our respective duties. For the time, as now, Scribe's Gate is sealed. I await when next we all shall meet. When next you may live up to the glory of the Nightwings in the eyes of the 8 scribes, which yet shine down for us. He trails off, then nods to you in his cordial manner, and bids you a good rest of the evening. We had 2 new entries in here. The Fate. The words of Hob the Swallow, the Accursed. The Fate united under many Mane, the Alpha Chief. He is brash but follows his traditions. He prizes faith, discipline, and honor, qualities he seems to lack, at first. He formed the Fate under the precepts of olden bylaws of his 4-legged ancestors. They believed in a certain natural order in the way of things. Many Mane wanted for the Fate to likewise show respect. Initially, he only chose from other curs. He, however, urged the Fate to replenish their numbers from any race or ethnic group thus willing. Thus shall they anticipate what is to come, with open eyes and minds, and never frown upon what is in store for them. On worth. In the words of Trieste the Blessedborn, the fallen empire of Sar was ruled according to an ancient bloodline thought to be infallible. Our society shall instead be by those who earn the privilege. We the 8, we cannot bear the burden of determining your worth. It shall be determined by your peers and by you yourself. We shall provide a framing, through the rites, to put you to the test, against yourselves, against your kin, against your adversaries. The downside cannot let us all go free, thus freedom to the worthy. As the worthy, your true calling then begins, as you return to a society which longs to learn from the wisdoms you have gained along your path. The worthy shall lead.